debt load, and went on to state that because of its debt, there are doubts that the company will be able to continue on much longer. Blockbuster hasn't done much recently to keep up with the growing trend of turning to the internet for getting movies, both legally and illegally, so this shouldn't come as much of a surprise. And all this while, Netflix just keeps getting bigger. In a story that kind of goes against the idea of the self-control app that I told you about last week, a study that was released recently claims that being on Twitter and watching YouTube videos can actually make someone more productive at work. Researchers in Australia found that productivity can increase 9% by surfing the internet for fun. One of the doctors that authored the study said that people just need to zone out for a bit before getting back to work. So remember, we here at NetShock are doing you a favor. Stupid cat video? More like productivity booster.
Thanks, Alex. This week on Tech News... Oh wait, wrong segment. This week on You Got Screwed, I'm bringing you a story all the way from Poland. On Tuesday, a man was rushed to the hospital where doctors were surprised to learn that the man's best friend had bitten his member off. I can't even lie about this. The 53-year-old man had gotten into an argument with his best friend about a borrowed trailer when all of a sudden, the culprit began hitting the man with a chain, then pulled down his trousers and started biting. What can make this story even more disturbing? Well, the medics on the scene could not find the man's missing genitalia. Apparently, after biting it off, the attacker also swallowed it, leaving no hope for doctors to reattach it. The attacker now faces up to 10 years in jail for something involving biting a man's genitalia off. So, dude from Poland, you definitely got screwed.
Plexico Burris, a receiver for the New York Giants, is back in the news again this week. In case you were unaware, Plexico was arrested November 29th last year for his role in a shooting at a Manhattan nightclub. So why shouldn't you care, NetShock fans? I don't know, maybe because the guy shot himself? Understandably, Plex was following the suit of other greats such as, Cheddar Bob? A quote from Plexico earlier in his career best sums this one up. I want to go out and show my ability and what I can do. Well, since busting a cap into himself, Plex has been let go by the Giants and faces a possibility of up to 3.5 years in prison. Michael Vick didn't have much to say, other than he's stoked someone else will finally be doing the catching. So now here's Calvin with TechSpot.
This week on NetShock, we are bringing you a very special edition of the Tech Spot. We're going to take you behind the scenes of the UNI cable system to see how NetShock and the rest of alternative broadcasting airs to the Cedar Valley. The UNI cable station, which is responsible for airing NetShock and the rest of alternative broadcasting to the Cedar Valley, is located inside the Innovative Teaching and Technology Center, also known as the ITTC, at the University of Northern Iowa. So exactly what does the cable station consist of?
The cable station actually consists of 6 different channels, 4 of them to the residence halls and 2 to the Cedar Falls city systems.
These 6 different channels serve as media outlets for information. The 2 primary channels, CFU 99 and Mediacom 18, display educational content and student-produced content. The educational content is a combination of classroom lectures from UNI and videos acquired from the NASA Foundation. Besides serving the public, the cable channel has another primary agenda.
The purpose is to give students a chance to work in an actual cable television situation, also to allow students' projects to be shown to the residence halls and to the city of Cedar Falls.
Stripped Down, a music television show, Vent TV, an outlet medium, Panther Shoutout, a student-produced game show, and Nun Ranch Videos are all successful student-produced programming that airs to the general public as well as to the dormitory halls via the other 4 channels the station has control of.
I think we have several different goals that we're working on at the moment. One of them is, of course, just to have the cable service provided to the academic units on campus. We also work with the Department of Residence in providing the service to those living in the dormitories. And then we work with a shared channel with Hawkeye Community College in outreach to the local community, Cedar Falls and Waterloo community. So those are kind of our ongoing goals, and we're trying to really enhance those and add to the programming that we can provide for those channels, because in the past it's been rather limited. But one of the new initiatives that we have going is that we're working with students from the communications department. And that seems to really be helping us get some additional programming looking for creative ways to do more outreach to the local community, public relations outreach to the community and to the campus about activities going on at UNI. So the goal is to grow and expand it and use it more in those ways, as well as a distribution system to the campus.
The cable station's success relies on student input and participation. They do this by producing weekly news programming and other programs mentioned earlier. If you are interested in participating with UNI Cable Station, please email uni-tv@uni.edu with your name and contact information.